And this segment, Heart to Heart. So today we're going to be reacting to romance scams. Pretty fucking shitty and heartless. This is like weird. I am in my whole hiding from scammers era. Okay. So that's what all the incognito is about. This is so cool. This girl. So romance scam. So actually, shout out to Auntie Hemi. I follow her channel. Oh, this is live on Instagram, but my Instagram is private, and I think I'm literally the only other person that follows me. So you can do stuff like this. I feel totally confident, darling. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I mean, because I don't think this is live for everybody to see. This is legit just live to my followers, so that should just be me. But yeah. So, shout out to Auntie Hemi. She has a situation where a family member, she shared on her YouTube with all of us, her YouTube fam, about like romance scam going on in her family for like the past couple of years, and now it's taking its toll, and the lady lost their house. Like, it's like really, really, it's fucking bullshit. It's really bad. And so then, Auntie Hemi usually knows what she's talking about. So I was like, bro, let me just see what's. So what really intrigues me is people's dependency on other people, because it's something that's always annoyed me. But as I'm getting older, I've always had like nursing patience for people and like compassion and things like that. So, but personally, interpersonal relationships, no, like I don't, yeah, because like being compassionate is just something like who I am. But then I guess a part of, so people are like weird, and that's a lack of a better word for wicked. So you used to have like your wall up, you know what I'm saying? And so for me, I guess I've been trying to determine how much of that was actually a wall that I was having up, opposed to just like not fucking with people personally, you know what I'm saying? Or just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so how much of that was actually because people are so full of shit, and you get so, you like get tired of going through bullshit, so you're like, ugh, like afraid because you don't want to go, and how much of that is just like, I'm fine. I don't fucking need a motherfucker anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know. I just kind of ponder things and wonder things and stuff like that. So, and also, yeah, legit curious about why do people depend so much on like human interaction in order to like get by. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all supposed to be in you spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Like one time I had this, and I tried to read the Bible, but I wasn't that successful because I didn't understand it. And so at that time I didn't read this in the Bible, but I had a preacher tell me, God is your rock. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I thought this is like the coolest thing, because I felt that way, you know what I mean? Like in the core of me. And then I read it's actually in the Bible. Like, he's all of our rock, if you allow him to be, you know what I'm saying? So then I don't get and didn't get, like, people call you unfriendly if you just only say hi and bye. Oh, that one's quiet. They're not too friendly. And it's scary for how I see the way the world becoming. Like, am I going to be like out of I'm not going to be like front in line or for a job because I clearly am going to be a person that like keeps to themselves. And why is that not okay? You know what I'm saying? So people want love and acceptance so bad that they're falling in love via the internet. That's so weird. I don't think that you should be looking for that there. Because it's also like the person's aura when you're around them. You can't really get all that and feel all that. You can't tell all that from looking in a computer. That's ridiculous. You're just making things up in your mind. And this is what I see why these romance scams were happening, why they're able to work, is because the people are telling themselves bullshit that they want to hear. They're like saying, you know what I'm saying? They're being fed their own lies. And that's a problem. You know, the truth is very hard to deal with, but you'd better deal with it because a lie can leave you straight to hell. And that's like a place furthest from God where you don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about things like that. And I mean, if you're not even thinking about things like that, as far as that, why the hell you want to feed yourself a lie? You don't have that much time on earth. You should deal with the truth so then you can get, because honestly, all right, with no further ado, you'll see what I'm saying. So here we go. Let's react to this. I didn't see the whole thing. So for the one that I did see last night was very, very tragic. Very, very tragic. This woman wound up, okay, behind a romance scam. And I don't think it was suicide. The note sounds very sketchy. Okay. So, yeah. So that's crap. I don't think that that lady actually offed herself. I think that she was actually taken out. And this is sad because if you've gotten to a point where you have lived this long and you've acquired all these things, why would you risk it for? See, they're risking it for the idea, this imagination's dream or some BS.
Listen to him. I definitely have love for him for sure. Like I said, it's just like his vibe and his energy. He's never been disrespectful to me. We talk every day. He was falling for me and that he definitely loves me. He was like, I would love to, tour the world with you or what have you, that would be cool, right?
He claims to be stuck in Africa and needs $32,000 to get back to the United States.
It's a piece of jewelry that
a man this handsome is a model. He's on Instagram, and all he needs is $32,000 in Africa. That's ridiculous. So shout out to the official Native King and Queen show. I was promoting like a show that I was on, and we literally did like a couple of podcasts that are really good. Talking to a gentleman in Africa, he's a tattoo artist. If he was born with those looks, there's no way he would need a 32 or 1,000 or $1. Like that is ridiculous. That's a lie. And here's the problem. Here's the problem. Look at him. First of all, the beard there's like a contoured line right there. It's like, so you can afford makeup? You can afford very expensive makeup because that's past a filter. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have on makeup on here right now because this is a very nice filter. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's no lines that are created. Like it doesn't create these lines. You know what I'm saying? No. He looks that precious and soft because he also has on makeup. So he can afford that. Makeup's expensive. He's a model. His hair looks perfect. So that looks like well kept. Like that hair costs more than what it costs me for this wig. You know what I'm saying? Like that hair is well kept. And so yeah, no. And here's a part of the problem here. Looking at her, right? And him. Now, first of all, she already knows what he needs straight off the break. So you shouldn't even so it's really hard for you to get fooled. It should be, because upon meeting him, it's not, oh girl, look at you. It's, I need $32,000 in the United States. Okay. This is not really a scam so much as you're just being foolish, but
he says was left to a boy in the orphanage that he has in Ghana. Diamond necklace that's holding this emerald, this big emerald up. There's a fee, there's a tax.
Okay, I'll let her explain this tax fee thing, which is absolutely absurd. So when you have an inheritance of money, so I actually know a bit about capital in that way. I'll just say that because I like to protect my privacy, darling. So as far as like if there's some sort of an inheritance in a paper form, it may have like a tax if it's put in like a paper form, but if it's an actual thing, that's absolutely ridiculous. If it's put into a bank, there's no tax that they're putting on it for you to take it out of the freaking safety deposit box. That's ridiculous. You're just proving identification, and yeah, that's ridiculous. And she probably could have Googled that. Numero uno, if I'm looking at this woman and I'm looking at this man, see, this is the problem. Women often want this fantasy. right? But do you really think that a man like that, because I'm going to be honest with myself, right? Because this man, I just told you, his hair looks like it costs more upkeep than my hair. You know what I'm saying? So then there's no reason for that. Like, so for me, I don't want some guy that's, because I'm a realistic woman, right? That's just me. If he's looking that pretty and I'm not, I don't think he's going to want me for real, right? Because obviously he's into himself. So then he wants those kinds of genes to spread on because he wants to see himself in a kid, right? So if I'm looking like her and he's looking like that, I'm not going to believe that you really want me for me anyway. But if it's me, I don't want him because he's too pretty for me anyway. You too pretty for me anyway. You doing too much with your hair anyway. You sitting between somebody's legs so they can retwist your hair, or you sitting in a chair all day 3 hours. Well, I got time for that. And if you got time for that, then you got $32,000. So you cannot fool me. You cannot fool me. You cannot fool me. You can fool that one. But you see, she wanted to believe that lie. She wanted to believe that a man that looks like that would want her. But why would you, ma'am? You look like you need somebody a little rougher. You don't need somebody that can, or maybe she was thinking he was going to help her with her makeup. Child, the priorities is messed up. The priorities is messed up. It has to be a situation where you are meeting this person, doing what you do in life. You know, it's not ever going to work on this internet. Just know that.
On the jewelry, because of, him inheriting it or whatever. He says 32,000 is what he says, about 32,000.
Join us as we uncover the truth about phased online romance.
In my core, I'm not even gonna lie to you, in my core, there's just something that I guess, I don't know, I can't shake when it comes to him in terms of, me thinking that it might actually be him.
Real quick, guys, don't forget.
Because, see, he's leading with money, so that's how she should have known, because he's leading with money and needed money, girl. You should have known. And then secondly, she said something at her really thinks that it's true. No, but because you want it. That's it. It's not like you don't want to believe it, girl. You don't want to make the mistake of possibly walking away and it might be true. He might have really wanted you and then you was just really not, you just didn't take that chance. Girl, I get it, but you need to get real. If your heart of hearts is telling you more than likely, see, it's a weighing scale. It's a scale because sometimes you might be unsure. Then put that shit on the scale. And if the smarts say no, the heart say, I'm iffy, and you can't smell his breath, you can't feel him. Wait a minute, they back. You can't smell his breath, you can't feel him. Then girl, bye. That's a no go, girl. See. And then how'd you giving out money before you? Girl, what is I paying for? What is I paying for? Because then I be then sitting wired this money. Then I still got a itch and a twitch and this, that, and the third, and got like a child bar. That could have been a new outfit to go somewhere. You know how I go. You's a grown ass woman. You don't have time for these games. Girl. Some of y'all really just need to just keep your faith. Everybody needs to keep their faith in the Lord. Keep your faith in the Lord. Soul search. And nobody's perfect. And so I'm not trying to tell you, my job as a woman is to tell you the very right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I gotta be honest too, and that's why you have to pray for the salvation of your soul. You know what I'm saying? If you have been fortunate enough to have some people that you can trust, you know what I'm saying, that you done went there and you're not dating nobody, just get rid of the itch type of thing and then go back to reading and studying. Okay, yourself, your Bible, hey, everything you got to do to get work out, everything, grow you, but do not be no fool and be giving up your time and your money on this internet to the folks that can't even bend you over, help you out, relieve your stress, clean your pipes. No. It can never be me. It can
in
never
my
be
life
that.
when it comes to men and relationships. Honestly, I think most of it was me choosing the wrong partner. I was kind of waiting for her dad, on and off for a few years. And he just was never, serious about it. He just was playing games.
Faye had spent the last couple of years focusing on raising her daughter. When she finally cut things off with her ex-boyfriend is when her online journey began.
A lot of my girlfriends, they were recommending the online dating.
Woo. So hold up. Beautiful lady, beautiful smile. Me personally, I be on a journey of self-improvement, and it's a life thing it's a life journey all day, every day, self-preservation. Okay, you gotta preserve yourself. If you're a single woman, you gotta preserve yourself. If you're a married woman, because you gotta preserve yourself for your husband when y'all out there and shit, and still make sure you the baddest bitch of the bitch. Because so if he busy looking around, he looking crazy because all the motherfuckers niggas looking at you. Okay. And so and as a core, as a whole, you do it for yourself. Because let me tell you something, I'm somebody's mom. So first of all, I'm not even about to go nowhere looking crazy, looking a mess, and they be talking about your mother. Okay. No, you was not about to talk about my child's mother. No, he was not. So, I keeps it up for everybody around me, boo, including me. But it's going to start with me first. You know what I'm saying? And how you present yourself. That's what you need to care about. So first of all, if the little girl's grown, we're not about to just jump out here because the little girl's grown. We're about to jump at the gym. We're about to jump at the gym because I want my face completely slimmed out because I want to see the best. You want the best outcome from don't you want the best of somebody? So present the best of you. And for me, it's not even about that person. It's like what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this all slimmed out. I want to see what my body look like after I had this child. Because this is a tall woman. I'm looking at her and I want to see her with all this little extra thing. I want to see you chiseled up. Chisel up. Chisel up, and Lisa was still see what it's gonna do for you, girl. And understand what angles and what looks good best on you. I feel like I look best with big lion hair. That's just what I like. You know what I'm saying? So, and for me, I like all women with their hair down. I just like it, love it, love it, love it. Because even if you like the ponytail, you can just go put it down and you can put it straight like that back. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You can do straight like that, flat ponytail in the back. So then you can kind of look like you got a short haircut. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like to see a woman. I like to see her hair down. So she got this she got a lot of long hair, but it's not very thick, or she got it to a point where it's really flat. So, and this is so slow, a teeny tiny bun. I'm gonna need you to undone that bun. I'm gonna need you to undone that bun because, yeah, it's gonna look better. She looks real cute though. I love her nose. I love her lips. I love her teeth. Yes. I don't like them earrings, girl. They gotta go. Take the earrings off, get a different pair on, and put the hair down, chisel up the nose.
Meeting people in person.
Just because that's what makeup do, child.
Something that was favoring me, so I said, let me try something different. And so I
the filter didn't try to straighten out mine a little bit.
I had a little bit of success there. I received a message on Instagram. It just
and wait a minute, for somebody who think that they want to put it in the comments, oh y'all, she talked about this video for this amount of seconds or a couple clips, and then she talked about herself. The channel is Princess Life at Radio. So if you thought that you was only coming here to hear the topic, that's ridiculous, and you just wanted to say something fair. Oh, I forgot. I made it to where so I scraped the comments first. Because a lot of people was just putting their bullshit.
Kind of popped up on my phone. It said Leon Gray with a line. And when I opened it, it said private account or something to that effect. So anyway, I read the message. The message was basically, hello, gorgeous fan. Excuse me for trying to get to know you privately. But, I just wanted to say thank you for supporting me throughout the years, and something like God bless. And, that was it. And then I responded and I was like, hello, Mr. Gray. And then he asked me, how long are you following me? And I just was like, well, I don't really use Instagram. Your reel popped up and I just checked your, account out, and I was intrigued. You have very positive energy and your voice is very calming. I think it's something to that effect. And then the conversation just continued from there. I'm going to be honest. I usually I'm not attracted to men that have locks, right? Ever. I'm never, no matter how nice they look. Really what attracts me.
But him really got locks.
the like scenery. I knew it had to be an
Okay, so but for what he got going on, they looking like some sister locks. Like that girl, that's not no locks, girl. That's not no dreads. He might as well call it sister locks. So, you know, women like pretty things. So that's what you got to be careful of too. If the man look too pretty, then who is he trying to attract? Who is he trying to attract? Because a real woman like manly men. So, girl, what about you? See. That's probably sometimes we got to learn how to be. I don't know, chill. Y'all going to do what y'all want to do. Because some women just think that they're perfect and nothing needs to change and everything is fine and, you know, everything is all. And why are they telling me to join audio? Y'all must be out your fucking mind. Some fucking join audio. The shit better been joined. Yeah, better been. So we gonna see. Anyway, we'll move forward then.
Island, and it probably was, you know, like Jamaica or Grenada.
I hope it is.
My family's
it is on here, but it might not sound the same.
Me, you know, his aura just seemed really like calming and inviting, and you know, I saw him from the side. I didn't see him from the front, and so that's when I was like, let me go ahead and check his account out, right? Because I was just curious now. And then I started looking at other reels, and I was like, oh wow, he's pretty good looking, and he seems just cool, you know, just the vibe, the energy that, you know, he was giving off. And then I just kept.
Can you imagine all the ass that this man gets on a daily basis? Can you just imagine? Especially if he's got his own little hut. Okay. Like, girl, you just wanted that to be true. What you would have just needed to do was drop everything and go right down there. There's no way I could have felt for that from afar. He definitely would have got me from afar. I would have. It might have been enough to drop everything to go down there, child, but I don't know. That's too perfect.
So he's a public
Look
figure.
Look at this. He got like a whole woman face.
He's been in like Essence.
Who is he trying to attract?
He's the model.
He's been in Essence magazine, but he needs $32,000. So at what point did people stop needing a face like this?
I think he's just kind of creating content at this point. There's a really beautiful.
And my lips was dry, beach.
Song that he made called "Ticket for Your Love." It looks like he's making a whole lot of music now to, I guess, create an album at this point. He told me he was born and raised in Jamaica.
He needs $32,000 for that album. He's not leaving anywhere where all that pretty sun is, and he making that money down there.
Came to the States.
Faye was not a fan of Leon Gray before he reached out to her. He sent the first message through this Instagram account and claimed his management didn't allow him access to his main account. The two built a connection through texting, but never spoke on the phone or...
So you mean to tell me people like Nicki Minaj can go on her... Wait a minute. All right, because I guess Nicki is her own... She manages herself now, I guess. So people like Coyle Ray is bigger than this guy. And she can go on her own account? Shit, Baby Storm. Shout out to Baby Storm.
My boyfriend tells me I'm the hottest bitch on the street. Yeah, I got it.
Ice Spice ex-best friend. This it is. Okay. She can go live on her own stuff, chill. I know she got a manager. Y'all is lying.
Video chatted.
One of the early things that he said was like, you seem very different, because he was just saying his fans are, you know, they act silly. They send him like, you know, nudes and stuff, and they act naughty. And, you know, I guess they feel like that's what he is because that's what he portrays, but that's not really what, you know, he's about in real life or whatever. And that's, I understand. I get it. One of the things that I said to him earlier on when we first started talking is that I would love to travel the world because I don't get to travel often, and that's something.
You don't need to travel the world. You need to go there with him, girl, because you gotta keep an eye on him and see what's going on. What's going on? This is a merge.
You know, just maybe going to Jamaica with him. That's where he's from, and he loves, you know, his hometown. He will check in with me during the day, like he'll first thing in the morning.
I don't know why they're doing
between like 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. and just say good morning. And then throughout the day, you know, maybe once, maybe twice, he'll be like, what's going on? How you doing? And then in the evening is when we'll, you know, have more conversation about
he just
whatever.
think he is too cute.
I did give him
He
my
look
address.
like
I
he
can't
been
remember if I gave him
molested.
my apartment number, but I did give him my address, and he ended up sending 2
So
wine
2
bottles, and then I
ponytails
picked it
up,
and
and then
I
the
had
half
some of
of
them.
it,
I had
and then
some, it was
half
pretty
back
good.
down.
And
It's just
then
a
we started
mess to
talking
me.
again on the app, and then you know, we reconnected back on Google Chat. I do have feelings for him. I definitely have love for him for sure. You know, like I said, it's just like his vibe and his energy. He's never been disrespectful to me. We talk every day, but I do love the conversation. I like, you know, talking to him. I'm not gonna lie, you know. He always says that he's
What you
seen
mean?
me in his dream.
He's not going to lie. You don't
He
have
feels
to.
like the connection
He
was
is
more
doing
of a
all the lying.
spiritual one versus just, you know, him seeing me and thinking that I'm pretty or what have you. Of course, that he was falling for me and that he definitely loves me. You know, it's not a
Oh,
superficial,
wow.
if you want to say that.
Really?
type of
Already?
connection.
What happened? I don't
It's
even
more
watch
of
you for a few minutes. The fuck did I miss?
spiritual type of connection. But he always sounds like he has plans for the future for us. I saw a video of him with a little girl, really pretty baby girl. I kind of called him out and I was like, so you're like catfishing me? Like, that's just not, like, what's up with that's not cool. And so I told him in the Instagram app, I was like,
Let me just learn for this bullshit.
like, why would you, you know, like, say something like that and you have, like, you know, this video on there? And he was like, wow, I'm
Why would it matter? You don't fucking know him. You, if anything, you should feel ashamed of yourself for saying that you love a man and believe in a man, that he loved you and you barely knew him and you never smelled his breath. You don't know what kind of cologne he wears. You know everything you know about him. You know what he tell you. Them pictures is what he showed you. Girl, you don't know. So, you talking about something. Now you gonna get mad because you see a little girl. Girl, did he say he had no kids? He just said he loved you. But you know it wasn't. He never said whether he had kids or not, because she said, how could you say something like that to me? Basically, you love me, but you got a child. What the child got to do with it? He could still have a child and not be with the baby mother. If you going to believe something outlandish that this literally perfect stranger, perfect, come round them corners, girl, just to love you from afar, but they just need $32,000 to get into the country to get to you, and they already look like they worth about $32 million, shining like diamond round them corners in the face and everywhere. Girl, he probably got 10 more of them kids.
really surprised that you would think that way, because I told you I feel like you're different. I'm not lying about who I am. That's your opinion. That's not true. And then he was saying that the little girl is his brother's daughter, and he just takes her like.
I'm not understanding why he needed to explain that to her. He barely knows her. You barely know him. He might do that, could still be his kid. And then what, bitch? You still love me. I still love you. And what, ho? Cause girl, you gonna send money for diapers.
A little stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
After a few months, Faye began to ask Leon when they would meet up in person. He told her
She
that he
looked
was
crazy.
in Africa and
She looked like she will cut him. That's why she's taking the leap. See, and you scammers need to think about that too. But I guess y'all say that's why we use whole nother pictures, honey. And they don't ever see us. We get the dough and we rolls.
before he left, he would need her to help him move a piece of jewelry to the United States.
It's a piece of jewelry that he says was left to a boy in the
Notice
orphanage
how the
that
music
he
changed
has in
too,
Ghana.
child.
It's like an emerald-looking color. It's green, and it's like a
Yeah, you got the Titanic
necklace
diamond emerald.
that's holding this big emerald up. And the father passed away, I guess, and all these
Rose.
things were left to the boy, but the boy is young, so
Oh, never mind. That was a blue
in
diamond.
charge would be the person that would have to deal with it. So he's like, don't tell anybody or whatever. This is, I'm not even telling my management team. He was like, let me send it to your email so that you can look at it. And when he sent it, at first it was like something about he had to have a change of ownership going on. And then he was like, and I just need a little support that, he didn't ask his mom, but he borrowed money from her. He doesn't want to go through his management account because he doesn't want to signal them. And so he never said like a dollar amount. He just was looking for support. So when I said to him,
Oh, okay. So he had everything figured out how nobody else in the world could give him money other than this stranger he just fell in love with in the United States.
because that's when I
Gotcha.
needed time to think and just kind of breathe. I was like, this is a bit much.
But I'm just curious, if he fell in love with you that fast, he don't really need you to get the diamond anywhere, to get money to send him anywhere. Y'all can just get married. Y'all can get married and he comes right over with the diamond. Girl, you wasn't thinking. You don't have me on your side.
Out of nowhere, like what's the deal?
I'm like, just marry him, girl. He love you, you love him. Tell him y'all gonna get married and he's gonna come over here and bring the diamond. Girl, tell him you will accept the motherfucking diamond necklace as the ring, and then y'all can go to the jeweler and y'all can just cash it in there, and then you can get a smaller ring. Y'all can start your life off with the diamond emerald necklace.
And he was like, I honestly didn't want to tell you because, I wanted to handle this myself. I didn't want to really let you know anything about it, but you are in my life and I feel like you should know. And I just wanted to see if I could get a little support from you. What do you mean by support? He was like, well, there's a fee, there's a tax on the jewelry, because of, him inheriting it or whatever. He says 32,000 is what he says, about 32,000. And I was like, that's a lot of money. But he didn't ask me to give him 32,000. He was just,
that was pocket change for a girl like you.
Give him out of that. And
American.
I was just like, well, at one point he even was like, maybe we should just do a payment plan. And I was like, I'm just curious, how much money are you even talking about? So he didn't tell me that he was looking for this amount from me, but he was like, the tax fee is about 32 grand because the jewelry is about 15 million, worth 15 million or something. That's what it became, right? Like he wants to have this taken care of.
So $15 million. $15 million. He looks like that, and she loves her. She loves him. Just y'all coming in the country, girl. What are we talking about? You need to be proposing to him at this point. Okay. My son got proposed to for less, child. Much less. He was worth a lot more.
Get out of the management. Like he doesn't want to really. I don't think he wants to really do what he's doing, I guess, anymore. He was like, once he gets the funding up for
He don't want to do what
he
he doing. Is he just modeling, or like I told you in that one picture, looked like he was being molested? He said he don't want to do it no more, child.
Use that money.
Don't want to do it no more, y'all.
The jewelry, if he
so he need her 32,000.
Give us the best life possible. It's nice,
but I'm confused. If she met him on Instagram and he still keeps posting on Instagram and that's how he's getting paid, but he don't want to do it no more, what is he gonna do here with the money? He's just a model. They gonna make him do the same thing, and they gonna make him do worse stuff here in America.
It's a nice gesture, and I tell him this all the time, like, it's cool. And I even told him when he asked me for the support, I was like, I need to see you. Like, I need to know that I'm speaking to you.
Right.
He can't because it's restricted, and I guess he just doesn't want to mess up his career if, God forbid, something bad happens between us. And he doesn't ask me for money any other time. Like, it's just for this particular situation. But I don't know. But still,
you don't know, like, but you need to know.
Like, what if he's a public figure?
Oh, he got grills in this picture. Okay, so he gangster right here. Okay, he needs 32,000. He get it from the street.
Because I've seen other public figures ask for financial support.
That's what we do know.
They've done it on Instagram, like they've done it with their fans. So I'm like, I don't know. So one thing about me is I don't like to impose. I don't really try to ask him too much questions. I don't want to make it seem like I'm with him because he's a public figure or anything to that effect, or I don't want to make it seem like I'm being nosy and.
But you're not with him. You're talking to him online. So, and he wants your money. And you're talking to him online. So you feel funny about asking a question? But where your money going?
Trying to mind his business. I know recently he was in Barbados.
He ain't minding his business. He sharing it with you.
With his management team, but he may be back in the UK now. So I try my best to.
He wants your money and you can't even keep tabs on him. Oh, okay.
Find ways to be able to ask information to find out what I can find out. This was recently. I was like, I'm just curious, like, where's the orphanage? And he was like, in Ghana, because I started digging myself, right, and trying to find information. And I noticed all of this stuff, all of the documents. The information on it is linked to Ghana. Like when I started digging, it's linked to Ghana. In my core, I'm not even gonna lie to you. In my core, there's just something that I guess I don't know. I can't shake when it comes to him in terms of me thinking that it might actually be him. But like I said, you never know.
All right, Seekers, we have
You do know. You do know. She wants. So again, like I told you earlier, what it is in her core is that she wants to believe the lie. Okay, so guys, I need to wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up from here for right now. This is part 1. Don't forget to hit the bell, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel for part 2 of the outcome, so we can find out what happens with Faye and Leon. And I can take off this hot ass weave, chill. We got to wrap it up. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye.